Nobody was ready for women on radio.
As I understand how this thing works, the object is to make all of these meters go as far to the right as possible.
Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
I got a great night planned, and as soon as I get the show out of the way, we'll be all set.
Yeah. She the hottest new thing on the radio. Independent queen and she making dough. Hottest interviews with your favorite. If you know it's banging in the streets, then she played it. Cause we in the mix, in the mix. Cause we in the mix with Shoom. Cause we in the mix, in the mix. It's our time now, make room.
In the mix with Shoom, I am your host, as always. Trying to get some guest hosts on here with me. Working on that, but for now, it's just me, Shoom, episode number 15. And we have Demi Grace. She is a singer, model, actress, London-born, Nigerian roots, raised in Cali. And of course, if she was in town, she had to stop by. So we're going to talk about the music, talk about the culture, and she's going to sing for us, and it's going to be fun. On another note, I kind of want to dedicate this, I do want to dedicate this episode to Michael Brown, the unarmed young man who was shot dead in Ferguson, Missouri, most recently here in the United States. Almost a week later, they finally released the name of the officer, and that seems to be about the only information that they released. The information was also presented that Mike was allegedly involved in a robbery. Whether he stole something or not, he was unarmed and he stole Swisher's Sweets. You don't deserve to get shot dead over some Swishers. So the name of the cop is Darren Wilson. There's nothing about him online. The cops were never straightforward from the beginning about what happened to Mike Brown, to Eric Garner, the man from Staten Island who died from being put in a chokehold because he had a scuffle with the cops over him selling some untaxed cigarettes. Whether black, white, yellow, orange, green, magenta, they are men, period, that are dying at the hands of police for really small, really petty things. And then what happens to the cops? Nothing. They're not reprimanded. There are no consequences, and it keeps happening and it keeps happening, and each time it happens, like, it's just becoming more and more of a smack in the face. Minorities, period. We need to educate ourselves. We need to learn the law. We need to learn our history, and I think those are two of the main reasons why our rights are overlooked. And I feel like if Mike Black was Mike White, there would have been a different approach to the police's reaction to the family as well as the public. Like, look what happened to Trayvon Martin Zimmerman. He shot another unarmed young black man, and what happened to him? He even got off on a trial. And aside from the law, like, that is just morally wrong, number one. How can you just take somebody's life and then you just get to chill? There's clearly a very low level of respect for minorities in this country. Also, and I think this really plays a big part in it, we have to stop mistreating each other. We need to stop killing each other. We need to start loving each other. And once we start learning how to treat ourselves, then that will show other people how to treat us. It's kind of like a romantic relationship. You know, if you don't love yourself, you're not going to be in relationships where people actually love you and know how to show you love. We need our communities back. We need our families back. For our first song, we're going to keep it militant, but at the same time, we're going to keep it funky. Out of the DMV, rounding up the troops for y'all. This is War on In the Mix with Shoom. Don't shoot!
Tin hood, tin hood, tin hood, tin hood, get that tin hood, tin hood, tin hood, tin hood, get that nigga tin hood, tin hood, tin hood, tin hood, get that nigga. Mama said I'm gonna be somebody. Now the average black statistics said I'll be a body. Hardly eating supper or in trouble up on Broad Street. Arrested at the intersection where Boulevard meets. With the same nonchalant niggas with my car creeps. Marijuana makes the instrumental in our heartbeats. Bang while my funkadelic motherfuckers all accepted. Plus we been riding with no sleep, so now we narcoleptic. Drop the bar, the superstar gon' catch it. And won't stop until I'm satisfied by all the guap that I collected. If I perfected my lyrics, the lyricism's infected. You going deaf and only hear the best when you hear I'm confessing and stressing on how I'm the prodigy. The niggas, see I embody the potential to body you niggas. From California to that Palm Beach. See my terrorist tactics transpire when I bomb beats. Bang! Welcome to war threshold. Tick tick boom, now your camp explode. So you click click boom till you clamp reload. Now you smoke like that running from that next episode. This is war, war, motherfuckers want war. If it's World War shit and you niggas want more, what for? Nigga, this is bonafide war, yeah. World War III, run duck, hit the floor. This this shit a world tour. Lord, why these motherfuckers want war? If the shoe fits, money made this opportunist rich. Who is this? Nigga, this Jones. I'm where the future sits. All up on my throne with gemstones. I do the shit. Step the fuck back, I transform when the moon is lit. You can be my enemy or be the one I stack with. Now we all ball like a #1 draft pick. Act quick, niggas in this industry be mad slick. Fortunate for me, I'm taking over this rap shit. My competition may not like the sound of a nigga claiming dominance and starting shit with challenges. But my day is coming, see it marked up on your calendars. Man, I hope this beat that I'm about to kill done found a nurse. Cause bitch, I been bad with this pen pad. You have been hoping so funny, now you sandbag. And now you wishing that I start sore. Praying that I'm not hardcore. And yet another watch war. War, motherfuckers want war. If it's World War shit and you niggas want more, what for? Nigga, this is bonafide war. Yeah, World War III, run duck, hit the floor, this is war. War, motherfuckers want war. Niggas tryna ball, but I never let them score. All around the world like this shit a world tour. Lord, why these motherfuckers want war?
Chaya Jones holding it down for the DMV. The 703 representative says with his music he wants to influence people to take the right steps, and whether good or bad he wants his listeners to know that they're not alone. He plans to open a chain of community centers that focus strictly on the arts and just caters to all the creative spirits that exist and who want to learn. At CHAYAJ, the number 1S on Twitter. All other information can be found in the description. Shout out to everyone who's been spreading the word about what's been happening, not even only the incidents in Ferguson, but things that are happening all around the world. You see what's happening in the Middle East, other things that happen in other countries that we have no idea about. Get on these social media networks and share that information. I hear a lot of people saying, oh, it's not about race. Yes, police brutality happens to everyone, but it happens at ridiculous levels when it comes to Black Americans. This is what America does. You know what I'm saying? It was a country that was founded on slavery, on hate. So how is that just going to magically disappear one day? It's camouflage. It changes its presentation. So blacks make up 65% of Ferguson's population, yet they're accounted for 93% of arrests, 92% of searches, and 80% of traffic stops in the city of itself. And that's according to a racial profiling report by the Missouri Attorney General. I believe the police department of Ferguson has 53 people on their roster, and I believe 3 of them are African American. But on a lighter note, big shouts to everyone who's been sending music over on a regular basis. Shout out to Marjorie, Young Grandfather Okima, Wild Palazzo. Go check out his blog, wildpalazzo.wordpress.com. Mr. John Cave, Stereotype Co. We're about to launch this great mixtape project. Hit me up at _SHOOM and I'll tell you how you can get involved and get your tracks on these mixtapes. Shout out to Australia because that's where our next track comes from, and it totally fits the theme and the vibe of what's happening. And don't talk shit about the Twitter activists either. Everyone has their own way of doing something if they feel like they need to do something. Some people are going to tweet about it. Some people are actually going to go outside and do something about it. Some people are going to go and they're going to risk their lives. So as long as we speak up, like my girl Queen G, follow her at KWEENGZ as in zebra on Twitter. She's a queen with a hat, not a crown. She's a half of the Killer Queens, the baddest female MCs in Australia, in the mix with Shoom. Speak up, y'all.
I'm on my queen shit. Reaching through the aerial, coming out the stereo. All my thoughts, I let it go. They say the world about to blow. I think they putting on a show. Watch the tape about to blow. News is the intro. Tell you what you're into. Make it look simple. It's all in the symbol. Codes to obey. The road to betray. Better watch what you say or get moved out the way. Press play someday. Time to pray. Back to slave. Monday to Friday. It's the cycle. Recycle. A lifetime of cycles. Celebrate survival. Sick of the same shit. Take a shift. Uplift. Uprise. You cannot shut this. We came with the ruckus. You came to abduct us. Middle finger up this. Try to interrupt this as I sit and construct this. Now it's getting destructive. Speak up. Reach up. Where's the leaders? Step up. No rulers defeat us. Get on the map. Fight back. Time to attack. I'm tired of this and tired of that. Speak up. Reach up. Where's the leaders? Step up. No rulers defeat us. Get on the map. Fight back. Time to attack. We're tired of this and tired of that. Shit's getting boring. I'm tired of exploring. No time for ignoring the calling, the dawning. Early in the morning, wake up, meditate, watch the planet gravitate. One with the sun, that's a taste of freedom. Said let's lead them, the kingdom come. Bring the apocalypse back to the mothership. Lift up the veil, no room for betrayal. This race done fail, on the sea set sail. Wait till exhale, brand new breath, brand new test. Let it roll off my chest, put the bullshit to rest. Assassinate stress, put a job less. If you can't say yes, don't vote. Take mental notes, pass the remote. Channel G, give you what you can't see. Consciously, controversy, show no mercy. Separate the clean and the dirty. Speak up, reach up, where's the leaders? Step up, no rulers defeat us. Get on the map, fight back. Time to attack, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that. Speak up, reach up, where's the leaders? Step up, no rulers defeat us. Get on the map, fight back. Time to attack, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that.
In the mix with Shoom Isaacs here, I have Mr. Mike Black on the phone. He's an engineer, musician, songwriter, rapper from Brooklyn, New York. He's been featured in a number of publications, including Rep Your Borough magazine, being featured in the Leaders of Tomorrow section. He's also opened for acts such as The Last Poet, Smoke DZA, Meek Mills of Maybach Music, Joey Badass, MOP. What's happening, Mr. Black?
How you doing? What's up, man? Just taking it easy, man. Working.
Good. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
You were born and raised in Brooklyn, correct?
That's right. Best Side Brooklyn.
So being from this beautiful borough, does that give you like an extra oomph when it comes to being a part of an active member in hip hop?
Yes, man. Most definitely. It gives you that, just being coming to New York, period, Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. The energy it just turns you up, man. You gotta show and prove with the lyrics. Mm-hmm. You gotta just go hard. Go hard or go home, What do
you think about this whole Bobby Shmurda wave and the overall climate of the borough musically right now?
I think it's dope that there's attention on Brooklyn now. He opened the door for people just to look at Brooklyn, and it's dope.
Yeah. Do you think he's giving a good representation of what we have to offer?
Well, I don't know, man. I would say I'm going to critique it in a great way. I think that's just a small percentage of what we got to offer. And even though he's using a different sound that really ain't representing New York, I think it just shows the energy. He definitely has the energy that we possess. But it's just now that they're looking, it's time for us, the cats that really want to rep it the way we should, take a stance.
Absolutely. So how are you going to give it to us?
Give it to a raw Brooklyn, baby, best style.
You got 3 projects out already, right? Officially.
Yeah.
With your most recent Respect the Cool that came out at the top of the year. Do you have any more projects coming out soon?
Yes, I think about. It's been talk. Me and my team been getting together. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my team, RTC. Shout out to the team. But me and my team been getting together, and we just been thinking about different ideas of pushing it. Respect the Cool Volume 2.
Okay.
Because this one did so well, and just the overall sound, people loved it. So we're trying to take it to the next level with our sound and just put more artistry into the music. So, but we're thinking right now. Right now, we're just putting our music. I have a internet series called Mike Black Mondays, where we put our music every other Monday. People that support and listen, love my music, they expect something dope on Mondays,
Yeah. So the other Monday, you dropped the freestyle of Kanye West, Blood on the Leaves, right? In conjunction with this whole Mike Brown situation that's going on. What are your thoughts and your feelings about that?
You wrote that song. And I mentioned Eric Garner in the song, and that was around the time Eric Garner got murdered. Mm-hmm. And this happened. And it's like, damn, it breaks my heart because, when I see the story and check it out, then it brings tears to my eyes, and I'm very passionate about my people. Right. And I do see the possibility of what we can be and what we could change, what can happen if we do change our environment and we do take control of our power, and I'm challenging that because it's a terrible situation.
Absolutely. Do you think we might need to be a little bit more organized in our approach to how we handle the situation? Like, we know we're upset. We know we're frustrated. We know we're angry, and we know that we need to fight the system.
I think we need the riot. We need the riots, and I think we need the organization. I think we need both. We need the fire, because we haven't been on fire.
I like this.
If we have been on fire, we've been firing at each other. One thing what Malcolm X and Martin was beefing about was like how Martin say turn the other cheek, but Malcolm saying that you turn the other cheek, you come back to your own community and you take that energy out on your own people.
Right.
So, and it's like we need to take our energy out. We need to release that because we've been losing for years. Sickening, man. That's crazy, man.
So what you got to keep putting these messages in the music, man.
That's it, man. And that's one thing, man. We try to make great music. Just try to make music, you know, that's socially positive, you know, and it's got to be good. You know, I definitely believe we got to make it good, make it sound good. People got to enjoy it as well.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's my goal, definitely.
What else can we expect from you and the crew besides a new tape?
Man, videos, tons of visuals, just bringing the people tons of visuals. You know, I got this is a little ideology I have. If Drake and all these guys in the industry aren't putting anything out, it's open field for listeners. So therefore, we're going to be putting out visuals and, like I said, my Black Mondays and music, and just, fill that void because they need good music. You know, and I honestly believe that we have that sound that people would definitely enjoy.
Okay.
So
let the internets and the listeners know where they can go find your music, where they can get their void filled.
Yeah, I did. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Much love on the Shrooms. I definitely can go to MikeBlaque.com. It's MikeBlaque.com. From there on, everything is Mike Blaque. It's MikeBlaque. And just, you'll find me. We love Shrooms in the mix. We are in the building. And we are about to listen to one of my favorite tracks called Kings. Definitely a great song just to empower us and keep us strong and motivated and keep pushing.
We kings. We kings. We kings. Yeah. Inspired by those that chase they goals. Sky's with the limit, then why are we still on the flow? They don't believe. Can't expect much from people that's blind, but really can see. Travel the world and set the seas. We will fail, that's blasphemy. Such blasphemy. This be that gift in a tragedy. This be that pain that we master see. Caught in the world that we have to be. What they receive from us, lust, greed, holding us back, we meant to be kings. We kings. We kings. We kings. Yeah. Inspired by those that chase they goals. Sky's be the limit, then why are we still on the flow? Black dollar, black gold, black businesses. Black car, black top, black love, black pen, writing checks with a penmanship. Say goals when we meet them. Complex, only third I see them. Holy scars, success is the only thing that treat them. Dreams, we don't need them. They say that you reap what you sow. Please don't sell your soul. Without the struggle, they cannot be growth. You get yourself close to the finest and go because you are a king. We kings. Kings. Yeah. Kings. I follow my heart, that's all that I know. They selling me lies, stunting my growth. They don't believe. Pen and a pad is all that I need. Teaching the youth and planting those seeds. Blood of a slave, heart of a king. Breaking that chain, let the ghettos can sing. Freeing their soul, we freeing their soul. Hate no telling where we can go.
In the mix with Shoom, that was Mr. Mike Blaque. Follow him, check out his projects. Make sure y'all go look up the Music Mondays hashtag. Every other Monday he drops a new song. So make sure y'all go see what's popping in Brooklyn with Mike Blaque. Hit the button to subscribe on iTunes. In the mix at loudspeakersnetwork.com. Send in those tracks. Interview inquiries can also be sent. Original sample submissions, all of that. We got one more track to get into before we bring in Miss Demi Grace. She was in town for her performance at the African Summer Jam concert. Aside from all the police brutality, I want to say rest in peace to Robin Williams, a great comedian that of course will be missed. Aladdin, one of my favorite movies of all times. I'm not a big movie person, but definitely Aladdin, definitely Mrs. Doubtfire. Forever classics in my heart. Rest in peace Michael Brown, the Trayvon Martins, the Eric Garners, the Amadou Diallos, the Rodney Kings, and the Middle East, where people are being persecuted for their faith. We have history repeating itself on two land masses at the same damn time, so it's a lot happening. If you get stopped by the police, don't argue with them, don't run from them, learn your rights, learn your history. That's very important, because once you know the truth about yourself and about this country, then you're really going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll really start understanding what's really going on. America is a very manipulative country, so I was not trying to make this OD political, but like I just really want to speak my heart, I guess, on this one. And this is just really how I feel in regards to this country. A lot of things are not fair, but at the same time, we as people need to step it up too. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I'm just going to let Alejandro the Great take it away. Check him out in the description. In the mix at loudspeakersnetwork.com. Send in your music, Demi Grace. When we return, this is the days of my life. Alejandro the Great.
I understand the feeling that we made it. I understand the roads that we traded. Cause I can never be living if I'm caged in. I work hard, but it's never the money I put faith in. Produce, write, record, mix in my basement. She got a nice fragrance, I get flagrant. Still I pace it and plan it. Move like free base over the Atlantic. I like a mantis in my made up world. I don't care about the rumors and such. I don't got a girlfriend, I got a favorite girl. I'm on the train, all I am loud up while I'm on the plane. Cause I'm on the clock, one life to live, one chance to ride. What's on my mind, I hold down the spot. Ride out. The days of my life. The days of my life. The days of my life. These are the days of my life. 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 These are the days of my life. Blue sky, gray goose, lemon haze. Living through the phases. Large money, plane tickets, fame, women got me caught up in the different mazes. Still find time and find growth, it's amazing. Flow dope like the Asian. Try to paint me in pictures I don't fit, I erase them. Let them know I'm on my own shit. I paved my own path, now I own shit. Ignorant hate, others say you grown quick. Got me thinking, analyzing every person I get stoned with. The woman I'm on the phone with, cause I don't understand loss, but I comprehend endorsement. Live life, find another that could do the same. Stay far from divorces, in court cases and more shit. Who to blame? Fly young man, just playing who's same, I'm gone.
In a world where wrong is the right thing to do, harmonies of hope must I sing this tune. I lost steps trying to find a nice pace to move. My soul's still alive and it's quite vacant too. My faith is doomed. It's like courtesy I feel is a kind way to move, though darkness is heavy and the light way is skewed. Who's holding the camera on? This picture's not paid in full. 4 quarters of a dream makes dollar change of view. These flames are cool like, shit, yeah, honest fans of this? I can't resist to laugh at they food for thought. Sound like they famished hits. Can this shit, no, like, seriously. This is what you consume, listen to, this is hot, well, I'm confused. Maybe this era's an error, a glitch in the matrix, a bunch of pop-up ads clicked on porn sites, causing the system breakage. Far from a distance saving, easy hooks from weak lines, trying to fish a statement. Amazing, amazing.
This is Samus. I just came in from outer space to check out In the Mix with Shoom, and you should too.
It's your boy Cloud9 from the High Guys. Shouts to my bro Dex. We here in the mix with Shooms, live and direct. NYC, what up? High Guys rock!
Right now, in the mix with Shoom, we're hanging out in the studio with Miss Demi Grace.
What up?
Singer, model, actress, triple threat. You're originally from London, England, right?
Yes, I was born in London.
At what age did you make your way across the pond?
I left London when I was 5 with my family, and we went straight to California.
And what was the transition like?
It was horrible! No, I'm just kidding. No, it was a culture shock. I mean,
I'm sure.
I had a little like high-pitched voice, and then it was mixed with a British accent. Like it was a really heavy British accent, high-pitched voice.
Can you emulate the accent right now?
I actually can.
Oh,
I don't know if I can get that.
Can you talk like throughout the whole interview?
The whole interview?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, awesome. Get into character.
Yeah,
so,
that's good.
You said it was horrible. Like, what were some of the things you experienced?
Well, all the kids would just laugh, like, because the accent was very strong, and so they just really thought it was just. They thought it was comical. I mean, so what me and my sisters did, we watched TV, American television.
Yeah.
And we would actually copy the accents and imitate them until it actually turned into this. So now I sound
makes
American.
Perfect.
Exactly.
And you sound great. At what point did you realize that you wanted to be some type of entertainer?
I wanted to be a professional singer for as long as I can remember. When I was younger, especially in London, we used to hang out with all of our cousins that also wanted to sing. And so every time we were with them, we would either be starting some type of girl group. You know, that was when TLC was real hot. And
Your
SWV.
sisters had a group, right?
Yeah, they had a group. It was called the Peace Group. It was like along the lines of the whole TLC, girls stand up for themselves.
Girl
kinda,
power type
Yeah, so they just started that whole thing. And I was really sad because I was the youngest, and the youngest never gets to do anything cool.
You just gotta watch.
Exactly. So I always had to watch. And then my other sister, Deborah, who's an actress now, she was the one that started doing music like as a career. So I used to always go to the studio with her. Used to always, watch her, and I got to see how she tried it, and I always wanted to step up, like, oh, let me do that verse,
right?
Or let me do that hook.
Let me get on this track.
Yeah, but
so at what point did you say, all right, I'm gonna do this?
I have been doing shows since I was 10, but I didn't start looking at it as a business until I was about 17.
So it was just for fun before?
Not that it was just for fun. I was just kind of still in dreamland where I thought that, somebody's going to discover me in a coffee shop. And it actually I was doing shows like every Friday in a coffee shop or, a fish market or something like that.
A fish market?
Yeah, no, seriously. There was a fish market in Antioch, California. I don't know if it's still there, but me and my friend who played the guitar, another friend that rapped, we used to do covers.
Very interesting venue.
Yeah. Yeah, well, my ex-boyfriend worked there.
Okay, so it worked out.
Yeah.
So, okay, talk to me about like the modeling acting. I saw you in a Smirnoff commercial with a few other ladies. Amber Rose happened to be one of them. And I'll just say that I thought you were one of the better actors in the commercial.
What, you mean take a break from your boyfriend night?
Yes, that one. That night. What was that experience like?
Ooh, okay, so that was actually interesting because I came on set as an extra. I was supposed to be in the background. Like, I think if you watch the commercial in the beginning, there's like girls that cheer and then they walk away. I was supposed to be one of those girls.
Okay, so how'd you end up on the forefront?
No idea. I got on set and then, I got ready and everything, and they were just like, okay, here's your lines. I was like,
okay,
here's my lines. Okay,
I'll take it.
Right. Yeah. So they,
No, you did such a good job.
Yeah, that was crazy, and I got to speak with Amber a little bit.
Did she drop any gems on you? With like, yeah, what'd she tell you?
Oh, she did. Okay, so we were on a break. We were all in the break room, and then some of the dudes on set started talking about why men cheat. And we started talking about really like powerful men, and she said something like it doesn't matter, what the woman looks like, or it's just not like men cheat because of basically outer appearance. It's because of because he can, I guess, right. in terms of powerful men or whatever.
And I'm sure that's a topic that she can speak firsthand from.
Oh, but she was passionate, baby. She was like
telling it like
he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. I was like,
okay.
Yeah, okay. I know, but I mean, for the most part, she was really, really cool, and she was really like down to earth. At the time, I think her and Wiz were just starting out, and like I remember before we wrapped the set, she was like trying on dresses because she was like excited because she was going to get to see him.
Oh, that's so
cute.
She
was so excited. It was really cute. I was
They're
like,
very cute. Listen to
boo. If you're listening to this, you're dope.
You have some projects. Well, you have a project coming out, a new album that you're dropping. You put out your EP in June. What was the name of that? I'm sorry.
I Am Fearless.
I Am Fearless. Do you have any projects before I Am Fearless out?
I released a single called Want You a little bit before that. Yeah.
That's a nice song.
And that was my first official release. I had actually recorded a ton of music when I was 18, 19. And then the little studio that I was working out of, their hard drive crashed. I guess that was the story. And so I never got to release any of it. It was totally R&B, soul. Like, it was like completely different from Want You. So when I released Want You, it was like a whole new person.
So why the transition from R&B soul-y type? Because now it's EDM, poppy, trance, like dance sounding music.
You know what? I can't even really recall when I decided, okay, I'm going to do dance music. But I know that for myself, I'm always evolving. And I never plan on staying in one genre. I still plan on exploring, different films. Because one of my biggest influences is Janet Jackson. And if you notice, she tries everything. You know what I mean? And I more so wanted to be a voice as opposed to being a genre.
I like that. What are some of your musical influences?
Let's see. I know it's gonna sound really cliche, but Bob Marley is phenomenal.
Of course.
Like, I think I watched like a VH1 special a couple years ago, and I just watched all of his performances back to back to back to back. He's amazing. He has so much like energy on stage, and he really believes what he's saying. And I think that's so important for an artist to see nowadays, because everybody's writing everybody else's music.
Right.
So when you see an artist that really believes what they're putting out there, you're like, that's powerful.
Yeah. Who else?
Janet. Like I said before.
Yes, if you're nasty.
Yes, there you go. I love Janet because she has mastered the ability to be sexy and not raunchy. As sexy she is, she just can't be ratchet. And I think it's so cool.
How are you sexy without being raunchy?
I think the way to pull it off is for it to be natural. I feel like when it becomes gimmicky, that's when it becomes raunchy. But if it's just your natural swag, then I think that's where it becomes classy and where it becomes, like more sensual than,
So like someone like Nicki Minaj, trashy or classy?
I can't talk about Nicki. I love Nicki way too much.
Next topic.
I can't do it. I love her too much.
No, I mean, and I think that's why we should talk about it, because I feel like Nicki is that type of person that you like, but we know that there's some things going on there that we might want to address. So,
okay, the thing about Nicki, even though obviously I wouldn't try a lot of the image-wise things that she did, but when I listen to her tracks, that's where I think her sexy comes out. Because what was I listening to the other day? I was listening to Freaks by French Montana and Nicki. She sounds so dope on that record, like, because it's like her voice is real low, and she's like, that seemed very natural for her. Like, it seemed like, I think she's Trini, right?
She is Trini.
So you could tell when it's natural and when it's forced.
So let's talk about your new album that's coming out, FMO, Forward Movement Only. Why that title?
Forward Movement Only. I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory.
So you're only going forward. No backtracking.
Yeah, no backtracking.
Keeping it moving.
Yep. Something happens, take a shot, keep it moving. You know what I mean? Just keeping it moving, basically. And just looking towards the future as opposed to always looking back. Because I do that a lot.
And what type of things are you talking about?
I actually am not very good at expressing myself, like in real life. So I leave everything on the track. And like I said, I write my music, so my albums are my diary.
Very personal.
Yeah.
So when's the release date for this new project?
There is not a date yet. It will be sometime in September. I will let you know when the pre-release date comes out.
Okay, cool.
But I don't have a specific date yet. But it's looking like late September, early October.
Okay. Plus, you just dropped the EP, so
exactly.
People
time to breathe.
Yeah, let them eat on that for a little bit. You said that you wanted to use your voice to tell stories about your passion, and also how you had to pretty much come to love being in your skin.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I grew up around people that weren't very comfortable seeing extremely dark-skinned girls.
Who are those people? Because your family's from Nigeria, right? Okay.
So when we first moved to the States, we lived in California.
Right.
We lived in the Bay Area. And the school I went to was predominantly Hispanic, actually.
Okay.
Predominantly Hispanic. And then when there were African students there, they were like Ethiopian or, so it was like a little bit on the lighter side.
Right.
And I don't even know if that contributes to, me being teased for being dark skinned when I was younger. I know that it happened. I did get both me and my sisters.
Like, what were people saying, though?
Comparing me to colors that aren't even close to, like, my skin tone.
Did it affect your self-esteem?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It actually drove me to write. Because, obviously, if everybody is making fun of you for a certain unique feature about yourself, you're obviously not, having a great time with the opposite sex.
Right.
I didn't really have a lot of boyfriends growing up, and I think that drove me to go home and write and just keep writing how I feel, keep writing how I picture myself in my own fantasy world, because who I am as an artist is completely different from who I see myself as.
Person, right? On an everyday level, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
So yeah, That's how it helped.
So let's talk about the Nigerian culture.
I feel like somebody needs to step up and talk about this huge gap between, Nigerians that were raised in America and Nigerians that were raised in Nigeria. I feel like there's such a huge gap, and there's a disconnect because of it. It's like, I think it's really dumb because we're obviously the same people, and we should all be helping each other as opposed to judging each other, and you know what I mean, and trying to like play each other, or you know.
So what's the problem, really?
What is the problem? I don't know. Can y'all tell me what the problem is?
But there is a problem.
It's like maybe it's an identity kind of thing, but
is it something that's unspoken, like, or are
that's the reason why I'm having such a hard time articulating it, because it's like an unspoken thing. I think it's really dumb, to be honest.
And you want to bridge the gap between
and that's part of the reason why I infuse so many different genres with EDM, because I don't feel like I should limit myself because I am Nigerian, and then I don't feel like I should stay completely away from it because I'm also American.
Absolutely not. People in Nigeria, what do they have to say about you and your music?
Well, the particular Nigerian people that follow me, they say they love it and everything like that. But when I'm obviously trying to tap into uncharted territory, that's when it's like, oh, well, you sound too American, or you're whitewashed or anything like that. And I think that's so unfair.
It's ignorant.
Yeah. It's so unfair just because I sound different than you, that I'm like whitewashed. I'm still Nigerian by blood.
What, they want you to have a Nigerian accent?
Yeah. Or
I mean, that's not going to translate properly on the EDM. I mean, it might. That might be a new genre. She's like, no, it's not going to work out. Like, what are you going to do to help bridge this gap?
I don't know yet. I think that the only thing I can do is just keep tapping into uncharted territory and keep making music. And it gets to me sometimes because I love my culture so much. Of course. And for somebody to tell me that I'm too something to be a part of my own culture, it's just like,
people, they fear what they don't know. So if it's too far removed from what they're used to, then they'll have a hard time accepting it. So I guess, like you said, you just have to keep hitting that uncharted territory and keep doing what it do. Yeah. So what are your goals for the year? I mean, the year is pretty much in the middle of the year.
Should be getting on a college tour pretty soon.
Oh, nice.
So I'll keep you updated about that. Next release is going to be the album FMO, and
you'll keep me updated with that as well.
I'll keep you updated with that. But for me, right now, it's really important that I do a lot of shows because I want to have an interaction with fans that's more personal as opposed to just social media. Because I started out on social media, and I don't want that to be my bread and butter. I want to have a personal, because that's where the longevity lies, right? Is when you have a personal connection with people as opposed to just, oh, hey, I have
Facebook. Twitter
exactly
fans. But how important is the internet and social media when it comes to like promoting your brand and getting your stuff out there?
I think that it's more so helpful than it is important. I think it's more important to have a personal connection. I used to think that it was super important because that's what the industry tells you.
Right.
But I think it's more important to have a personal connection because your Twitter can be deleted any day. Your Instagram, I had a music video that was actually deleted from my YouTube.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was like almost at 10,000 views.
Why did they delete it?
I think
Hayden.
I think they sent me an email saying that my account was compromised. But the point of me saying that is that all that stuff could be deleted. But if you have a personal connection with fans, you can't delete their brains. You know what I mean?
Very, very true. All right, Demi. What about relationships?
What about them?
And are you in a relationship? Let's just cut to the chase.
I'm actually not.
Okay.
There's someone I'm digging a little bit.
That's cool. Is he in London? Is he in Cali? Is he in New York?
I don't think I'm gonna answer that question.
Oh, so it's someone we know? Like, what's happening?
So that weather today was just real crazy. Like, it was gonna rain, and then the sun started coming out. Yeah. But I'm as a Scorpio, I'm an extremist, so I try to pace myself when I find myself digging someone. Mm-hmm. But I like when I dig someone because I can put it all in my music.
Nice.
And it makes me, sometimes it makes me uncomfortable because I'm like one of those girls that is always not on edge, but always is like on the lookout. Like, don't try to play me. Don't try to play me. You know what
Well,
I mean?
no, you gotta be like that. Come on now. Advice for people who are aspiring to be in the position you're in right now.
Just continue to grow. Like I said before, it's a journey. If you are really chosen to be an artist, you're going to be an artist until you die. It doesn't matter whether you get a deal or not. It doesn't matter whether you place on Billboard Hot 100 or not. It doesn't matter whether you do not get one show. If you're an artist, you're going to be an artist till you die. And just remember that and keep living with that truth.
Let everyone know where they can find you online, social media, everybody.
All right, so you can find me at I Am Demi Grace on all social media. Demigrace.com is my homepage, and you can find all of my. If you can't remember I Am Demi Grace, just remember demigrace.com, and that takes you to everything: YouTube, Instagram, like SoundCloud,
just
Twitter.
Google her.
Yeah, Google me, baby. Yeah.
Okay, so now you know you have to sing for us, right?
I do. There you go. Just saying.
No, that's not it.
Oh, dang. Okay.
We need an exclusive Demi Grace track.
I'll do Bad Girl.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Another notch in your belt. Gotta get the beat going. Is another chip on my shoulder, and I'm slipping away. And you can't just talk to me, oh, anyhow you want. I wish you would. Hey, because I'm not your bad girl. I wanna make love. I never did it, even though I should know how to. I'm not your bad girl. So would you leave it alone? Would you leave me alone? Another notch in your belt is another chip on my shoulder, and I'm slipping away. And you can't just talk to me, oh, anyhow you want. I wish you would. Because I'm not your bad girl. I wanna make love. I never did it, even though I should know how to. I'm not your bad girl. So would you leave it alone? Hey, I said I'm not your bad girl. I wanna make love. I never cheated, even though I should know how to. I'm not your bad girl. So would you leave it alone? Would you leave me 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 alone? Keep the bullshit to yourself. 'Cause I'm not the female to get loud. Wait, don't get carried away. And you can't just talk to me, oh, anyhow you want. I wish you would. Hey, because I'm not your bad girl. I wanna make love. I never did it, even though I should know how to. I'm not your bad girl. So would you leave it alone? Hey, I said I'm not your bad girl. I wanna make love. I never cheated, even though I should know how to. I'm not your bad girl. So would you leave it alone? Would you leave me alone? Would you leave me alone? Would you leave me alone? Hey, yeah.
This is Reginald Thomas in the mix with Barbershop Talk.
This episode, we have the very talented Demi Grace, a Nigerian princess born in London, raised in Cali, doing her thing. Let me tell you something. I love Nigerian girls. And I'll tell you something else. I love girls with English accents. So this interview did it for me. She talked about the differences between American-born Nigerians and African-born Nigerians. I wanted to ask her if she knew about that prince who keeps mailing me, telling me that he has $50,000 for me. If she do, she needs to tell that nigga I know the scheme. And it ain't gonna work over here. P.O. Box my ass. As a fellow comedian, I have to pay my respects to a great who lost his life, Robin Williams. You guys know he died jerking off, right? Like, that's for sure. He had a belt tied around his neck, and he was in a seated position. No one hangs himself sitting. I'm pretty sure even Robin Williams is up in heaven finding a great joke about this with God. Like, God, they told me if you jerk off, bad things that happen to you, like you'll go blind, but I didn't think it would get this bad. I don't understand why white boys always have to add extra shit to shit that's already good. You couldn't get a nigga to jerk off next to a belt nowadays. I'll tell you right now, if I jerk off, my belt is in the other room. I done got my ass whooped way too many times in my life. I've been thinking recently, guys, I've been thinking about the state of hip-hop and how much terrible music is out there nowadays. But you know what? It's our music, and we should make the best of it. Because the music is only getting worse. Can you imagine in 50 years from now, when we're listening to pop music of the day, and we're criticizing our kids on how bad their music is? And like, man, that ain't how you talk to no lady. What type of song is this? This is how you talk to a lady. Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Wait till you see my dick. Hey, bitch, wait till you see my dick. Now that's how you talk to a lady. That's music. Another issue I have with the music today, why are R&B singers singing the word nigga? The Weeknd, Trey Songz, Augustina, whatever the hell his name is. Like, the word nigga is a very hard word and it should not be sung. You do not sound hard singing the word nigga. That shit ain't sexy. Seen you in the club, robbing with the bubs, me and my niggas. Like, what? Apparently, Ciara and Future have called off their wedding because he's been cheating on her. Duh, he's Haitian. Sat passe. What made you think a man that had 4 kids already was about to take you and take care of yours? He done been down this road already. This is a plan. Like, Future, this is running a cycle for him. He's like, all right. Tyga is breaking up with Black China. Tyga's bugging, though. You date this girl for how many years knowing she's a stripper, then have a baby with her and realize, oh, she can't do nothing. It look like her ass shots are spoiled. He probably was tired of that. She got that diaper booty after the baby, ass all full of dimples and shit. He was like, you know what? I'm not a rapper for this.
This has been Barbershop Talk with Reginald Thomas. Now back to Shoom in the mix.
In the mix with Shoom at Reginald Thomas with Barbershop Talk on Twitter and Instagram. Demi Grace, Bad Girl, off of her I Am Fearless EP that just dropped not too long ago. FMO, Forward Movement Only, is coming soon. Thanks for joining us. And when you're headed back to the East Coast, please let a sister know at I Am Demi Grace on Twitter, on Instagram. And if you haven't heard episode 14 with Wiz Khalifa, you should totally do so when we're done here with episode 15. Diez y Cinco. Subscribe on iTunes. New episodes straight to your devices. Check out the description for the link, amongst other things. Feedback, questions, comments, music submissions in the mix at loudspeakersnetwork.com. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We dig, 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 and I whine the whole day through. To dig, 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 dig is what we like to do.
Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, the debut hit single by P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever he goes by these days, but at the time it was Puff Daddy. It was his first single off his debut album, No Way Out, released in 1997. The single was also the debut appearance for Mace. The single spent 6 weeks at number 1. It went 4 times platinum. Credited producers on the track were Carlos Brody, Nasheem Myrick, Sean Puffy Combs, and Stevie J. The most obvious sample on the track is the slowed down rhythm of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five's The Message. The track's chorus is an interpolation. Remember, I did explain what that was. It's a resung or a replayed part of somebody's original piece of work. Break My Stride by Matthew Wilder. Y'all know it. But we're going to focus on The Message because that's what we need to hear. A song by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five from the South Bronx. On the track, it was really just Melly Mel rapping, but the whole group's name was used on the track. It was released by Sugar Hill Records in 1982 and was later featured on the group's first studio album of the same title. The Message was the first prominent hip-hop song to provide a lyrical social commentary, and it went platinum in less than a month, so that just shows you how big of a hit it was. Alright guys, the show's over. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, it starts at home. Do what you do is good for you, and expressing your feelings and your thoughts. If you're not doing anything at all, that just says a lot about you and what you care about, and that's your business. Shoot me an email, inthemix@loudspeakersnetwork.com. Like, share, tell your friends, tell your family, leave comments. I really appreciate that. It's The Message. Shoom Isaacs signing out.
Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the stage, you know they just don't care. I can't take the smell, can't take the noise. Got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far, cause a man with a tow truck repossessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Standing on the front stoop, hanging out the window, watching all the cars go by, roaring as the breezes blow. A crazy lady living in a bag, eating out of garbage pails, used to be a fag hag, such a dance to tango, skip the life and tango. A zircon princess seemed to lost her senses, down at the peep show, watching all the creeps, so she could tell her stories to the girls back home. She went to the city and got so did it. She had to get a pimp, she couldn't make it on her own. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
My brother's doing bad, stole my mother's TV. Says she watches too much, it's just not healthy. All my children in the daytime, Dallas at night. Can't even see the game or the Sugar Ray fight. The bill collectors, they ring my phone and scare my wife when I'm not home. Got a bum education, double-digit inflation. Can't take the train to the job, there's a strike at the station. Neon King Kong standing on my back, can't stop to turn around. Broke my sacroiliac, a mid-range migraine, cancer membrane. Sometimes I think I'm going insane, I swear I might hijack a plane. Don't push me, call, I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. My son said, Daddy, I don't want to go to school cause the teacher's a jerk. He must think I'm a fool and all the kids smoke reefer. I think it'd be cheaper if I just got a job, learn to be a street sweeper. I dance to the beat, shuffle my feet, wear a shirt and tie and run with the creeps. Cause it's all about money, ain't a damn thing funny. You got to have a con in this land of milk and honey. They pushed that girl in front of the train, took her to the doctor, sewed her arm on again. Stabbed that man right in his heart. Gave him a transplant for a brand new start. I can't walk through the park cause it's crazy after dark. Keep my hand on my gun cause they got me on the run. I feel like an outlaw, broke my last jaw. Hear them say, you want some more? Living on a seesaw. Don't push me cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. You say what? It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
A child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. God is smiling on you, but he's frowning too, because only God knows what you'll go through. You'll grow in the ghetto, living second rate, and your eyes will sing a song of the hate. The places you play and where you stay looks like one great big alleyway. You'll admire all the number book takers, thugs, pimps, and pushers, and the big money makers, driving big cars, spending 20s and 10s, and you wanna grow up to be just like them. Smugglers, scramblers, burglars, gamblers, pickpocket peddlers, even panhandlers. You say I'm cool, I'm no fool, but then you wind up dropping out of high school. Now you're unemployed, all non-void, walking around like your pretty boy Floyd. Turned stick-up kid, but look what you done did. Got sent up for an 8-year bid. Now your manhood is took and you're a make tag. Spend the next 2 years as an undercover fag, being used and abused to serve like hell. Till one day you was found hung dead in a cell. It was plain to see that your life was lost. You was cold and your body swung back and forth. But now your eyes sing the sad, sad song of how you live so fast and die so young. So don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Yo, Mel, you see that girl, man?
Yeah, man.
Yo, that sound like cowboy, man. Cool. Yo, Hey, where's Field and Raheem at?
They upstairs cooling out.
So what's up for the night, y'all?
Yo, we can go down to the fever, man.
We'll check out June, man.
Hey, yo, you know that girl Betty?
Yeah, man.
My mom got robbed, man.
What?
Yeah, she got hurt.
What just happened?
What's going on? Free! Don't nobody move nothing. Y'all know what this is. Get him up. Get him up. Yo, man, we down with Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. What is that, a gang? No, man. Shut up. I don't hear you now. Shut up. Officer, what's the problem? You the problem. You the problem. Yo, you ain't got to get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the gas. Get in the car. Why is you so
Please access another experience. Please access another experience.
Please access another experience.